again. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Jason over here at Signature Esports. What a pleasure it is to have you here live and in charge for the Drinkin Bros Racing Xfinity Series, live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. We are back at it again on all three platforms. I'm happy to have you here. And man, oh man, it's going to be an exciting race. We watched the Dover Truck Series yesterday. Today, the Xfinity cars are going to give a stab at it. They're going to be running 200 laps around here, 200 miles for the Xfinity Series vehicles here. That is absolutely phenomenal. Make sure you give us a like and follow on all the platforms, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Signature Esports on all of those platforms. And a much appreciation to you there as well. I am working on getting the chat set up in the... Yeah, oh, there it is. Set up in the stream, so you'll be able to see some of the stuff that's out there. So interact with that. New tools, new kinds of everything that's going on here. So hopefully you're having a good day out there and things are working for you. You know, it's been a good day over here. We got a lot going on. A lot of things back in the mix. A lot of things changing, and new seasons, new series coming up. And it's quite interesting. It's quite interesting to see. KPTV, thank you for the like out there. Thank you for all the shares as well. Let's see who else got me. Michael Woolley, thank you for sharing the stream out there. Let's see. Kelly Poynor, thank you for liking. Todd, thanks for the like. Brian, thanks for the like. Appreciate you very much out there on the grand old Facebook platform. We have just... really started diving back into having pretty much everything that we need here. So it's all good things. It's all good things. Let's take a look at the starting grid here, and that's going to be, of course, brought to you by all of us over here at Signature Esports, and that includes all the admins. So make sure that you show your appreciation to all the folks that are out there for you. Colin Forrester is going to be your pole sitter here. Adam Ailshire, Nick Lights, Joe Sanchez. That'll make up the three drivers, starting right behind those guys. Jacob Denson, the B&H Racing driver. He's going to be there in row number 3 with Eric Schaefer to his outside. Kitty Mack, one of the fastest in practice, is going to be there excuse me, in row number 4 with Scott Feltz for the B&H Racing team to his outside. Charlie Harcum, Tony Kivett there in row number 5. Cody Vaughn and Cody Kinsey are going to make up row number 6. I believe we're going to have a smaller field today, but we're going to keep moving on down that grid. Here is the rest of that grid for you. Matthew Pont is going to be out there. Doug Carlson, part of the race control today, so thank you very much. AJ Green there in the back. Hopefully AJ's going to get out there and race a little bit, and we'll see what's going to happen there. Let's see. I'm going to get to stream the Xfinity Series quite as often as we normally do, so you know, we'll be back at it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Keep chatting it up out there. Keep all of the fun happening. And, man, I'm glad to be back on all the platforms again with you. Just kind of love it. Going to make for some interesting streams again. That's for darn sure. So if you were looking at YouTube and you were missing YouTube, well, it's back, folks. YouTube is back out there, so you can watch it on your TV if you'd like. Let's see. 1 mile in length, 1.02 miles to be exact. The temperature 96 degrees on the track, so a lot less spicy than it was yesterday. And the air temperatures dropped to about 10 degrees in this race session. 68 air degree temperature here, 68 degrees Fahrenheit. It's 200 laps, not 240 laps. Let me make sure that that's changed. Holy goodness gravy. There it is. And partly cloudy skies, 3-mile-an-hour wind. Man, oh man. They're going to go racing here, boys and girls. We appreciate you very much. And hopefully you're out there having a fantastic evening. We're going to open up some, we're going to have our Pokemon Friday nights here in just a little bit too. So we'll open up some cards here in a little bit. And, man, just a lot of things going on. I get some gaming in tonight. We'll see. We'll see. We'll just see. Hopefully you are having that wonderful evening. Up front, Motorsports teammates, front row. Pace cars off on pit road right now, and here we go. We're going to go racing here. Starts on the green flag, and they should get it. There it is. Green flag racing right here at Dover International Speedway. And I tell you what, Dover's been super fast. These cars get super loose out of the turns, and we'll have to see how they straighten themselves up. You talk about patience being a big factor on short track racing, and I say it pretty much every race. Patience is a big factor here. It's going to be the key of all keys. 99 to the inside for the battle for the lead. 22 up high. Does look like they're going to be side-by-side racing. Nick Lights there in the number 4 machine. Trying to pull second place away. The 22 is going to carry down to the bottom. The X is going to be good for him. 99, 22, 4, 5 of Joe Sanchez. Eric Schaefer there in 5th place. Moving, grooving, having a good time already. Forster starting to pull that lead. A good race yesterday in the Truck Series, and it's going to be even better today in the Xfinity Series. We should see long green flag runs, and it should be interesting. Joseph Mealy out, AJ Green out, so the drivers didn't start. 13 drivers in the field here as they continue to move around Xfinity Series. Tried to become the predominant series. 22 carrying speed. 99 drifts up the track a little bit right there. Kind of makes me wonder if he got loose there. Run through the field. Tony Kivitt there in 11th. Off a spot. Matthew Pott he picked up 3 spots already, so he's trying to make it work. Cody Vaughn, the same right there. There's Kenny Mack. There's Cody Vaughn, the 61. Name for me here that I would say I'm familiar with, but I'm not as familiar with right there. So he's moving. Right now, the 9, the fastest on the track right now. And he is hauling Tookus this last time by. He's catching up. Now Colin Forster runs a screaming fast lap for himself. 23.28 for his last lap. And man, oh man. Fastest lap on the racetrack ran by your race leader, 23.13. And is trying to make it stick. 6 laps in. Oh, I see it. Doug, how you doing, buddy? You can jump in here. I don't mind. I do not mind at all. I see it in there. I see you out there, Doug. Hopefully you're having a good day, buddy. Forrester, Aylshire, Lights, Sanchez, Schaefer, and Denson back and forth a little bit here. Here is Jacob Denson. Going to hold his ground here. Get Kenny Mack through the backside of him. And Kenny Mack, Ken MacArthur, the 97, trying to get a lot of practice in. He's trying to make the round of 8 in the Cup Series. Nick Light's trying to go to the inside of the 22. 22 is going to carry the high line here. Passing on the low line with older tires, definitely a harder to do, not just in the Xfinity Series, but I watched it in the Cup cars too in one of the practices. Once they get about 10 laps on their tires, it makes it very difficult to pass unless you put the bumper to them. But you don't want to do that just yet because, you put the bumper to them now and you're going to have some nose damage for the rest of the race. And with 200 laps, it's going to be interesting. 99, a little higher line right here. 22 starting to catch Aylshire to the back of the 99. Nick Lights, the most wins in the signature eNASCAR Xfinity Series here for Drinkin Bros Racing. And he's really, really stepped on it here. Good to see all of the folks out there watching on all the platforms, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Good little run for everybody. And it's been exciting to see that we're going to be able to come back to all of this stuff. So once everybody gets used to what we're doing here, you're going to be able to see that, and we're definitely going to increase that that follower rate. So thank you very much to everybody out there for doing what you're doing. We're trying to drop it low here. That's the look right there. Code up front for the Upfront Motorsports team. He's going to be right there. He is trying to find himself a spot here. He's going to try to take it here. 22 is going to be high. That's the inside line here for the drivers. 22 is going to carry the drive off. See, it's so hard to pass here. The high line corner exit carries so much speed. This is Nick Lights in the 22 here, trying to make it work. Right now, Forrester pulling away just a little bit. Sanchez in the mix. The number 5 in that fourth place position. Eric Schaefer, Jacob Denson together. Here's Mr. Denson, B&H Racing driver. Scott Feltz back here, one of his teammates. Number 11 having a good series, good season so far. Man, oh man. Doug, what are you doing, buddy? I see you in here.
How's it going there, Jason? I decided that since I gotta, do race control tonight, I'd try waving at you to see if you were doing anything fun.
Doing anything fun? Trying to crack some jokes. I think that's going to be a big thing here. Maybe.
I don't know about you, but one of the jokes I absolutely love is I love almost any dad joke that you could possibly throw out there. So, Jasmine actually went out and she found me a t-shirt from Father's Day that actually says Dad Joke Championship Champion 2021. I'm like, ooh. So I've been working on my dad jokes all week.
Hey, I understand that. My favorite one is I'll have to tell it to you later. Because I've been getting a lot of people with it. Nick Lyons making a pass for second, so he takes over Adam Aylshire, the 5 of Joe Sanchez, trying to take third place away from that driver now. So that's kind of where they're at. Doug, Xfinity Series, fast cars. Nick Lights, kind of the guy that they go to when it comes to winning these races. A little smaller field today, but they're still out here running, and these guys are still super fast.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't require a super big field to make the Xfinity Series be able to run fast. I mean, they've had full fields, and they've run green flag all the way to the end. This series by itself is just all about competitive racing, and Nick Lights is always the man to show it up. But, I mean, later on in the season, we've seen Forrester up there. We've seen Aylshire, up there. Sanchez is always a tough competitor. Even Schaefer, from time to time, shows that he can always be fast. So, I mean, you can't count on just one person to show everybody. This is a series that's got way too many top contenders.
Nick Lights, 6 wins in the Xfinity Series. His average start is 3rd. His average finish is 5th. Marcin's Emotion is not in the race today. Has 2 wins in the series. Chris Spencer has 2 wins in the series. Sanchez a win. Jacob Denson a win. Joseph Neely, who's out of the race right now, the number 24, he's got 3 wins as well. Brandon Banks a win here. TJ Bursky has a win here. Matt Belt has a win here. And so there's a different slew of drivers, and as the season starts to progress, and you start to see that late season fall off on drivers, you kind of have to just look at it and say, those who are sticking around are going to be the ones that are going to be around for that championship contention. And right now, Nick Light's kind of holding that ground for the time being. But there's still a few races left in the season. I think there's roughly about five races left in this season for the drivers, and just kind of making it work. That's what they're going to be doing, I think.
Definitely. I mean, we may be in the championship right now, but it could still go any particular way. So who knows how this is going to go, but it's been interesting watching it from the race booth for the entire season, seeing it progress. We've had people that we thought were going to be absolutely dominant, and they end up falling out and wrecking, or their car just isn't in the contention for a long run like we normally see. So this is always an interesting series to be able to watch.
Well, Nick Light slowly starting to catch up to the 4 here. And I call Nick Lights the qualifying driver. Every lap is a qualifying lap for him. But right now, he's not the fastest guy on the racetrack. Fastest guy on the racetrack right now, Charlie Harcum, the 28, team owner for the B&H IT Services. It's good to see those guys back out here racing again. I go back and watch their Twitch stream from their point of view every once in a while, and crazy to see. That's what happens. Let's see. Colin Forrester out front, but for how long? 0.3 of a second has been closed by Nick Lights, but now I think Forrester stepped on the gas. Roughly about 60 laps on the green flag pit cycle for all the drivers here. That is kind of what you're going to be seeing for the most part. Robert's go Drinkin Bros. The 95 is taking a break for the night to rest for the Cup Series tomorrow night. 250 laps tomorrow night. It was supposed to be the Dover 300, but I was like, no.
Speaking of Chris Roberts, Jason, you have said multiple times that your favorite that in your opinion, your favorite Australian is Daryl Paget. Mm-hmm. Do you have a favorite Canadian?
All of them.
I tried, Chris. I tried to get him to say you were his favorite, but he won't do it.
We have such good. We've met a lot of good people in this system, in the series. Austin, thanks for the like out there. Real quick, Marshall Layton, thanks for the like out there. Greg Thompson, thank you for the like. Chris, thank you for the like, buddy. Appreciate you very much. We have such. I've met a lot of great people and developed a lot of great friendships over the series, and I'm starting to just like everybody. I had my favorites before, and now I've really got my favorites. It's crazy to see. I just like everybody. I'm trying to be nice. It's cool, says Chris Roberts. Oh man, the round of we've got the round of 12. It's going to end tomorrow. Dover's going to be the elimination race for that. So drivers tomorrow, more importantly, are going to have to be way more careful managing their cars with a little bit heavier field in the Cup Series. Here, these guys are doing a pretty good job at it. The 4 of Nick Lights trying to apply some pressure to the 99 here, and dirty air, kind of a hard factor, but we're seeing some good things run off. Joe Sanchez, another phenomenal driver that we've seen really progress really well over the last 2 seasons with Signature Esports, and from the Truck Series champion to now driving the Xfinity Series, trying to be super clean, super aggressive. He's just a phenomenal driver. 2800 iRating. Nick Lights, almost a 5,000 iRating. If this was an official race, if he had a clean race, he'd be over 5,000. 4,985 on the iRating. The 4 of Lights trying to go to the inside here. The 99 of Forrester utilizing the midline here. The clearing of themselves, that's going to be the hard part here, and we'll have to see what's going to happen. Ooh, side by side. That's rough.
Yeah, that tends to get a little bit scary. Right there, Lights is able to clear him, but the 99 is able to get back low, and he's just going to do that swap with him.
We'll see how that's going to work here. Nick Lights carrying that high line. They'll be side by side. Exit speed super fast for the 4 here. He's going to cross over. It does look like the 5 of Sanchez and Schaefer, after these guys kind of battled a little bit, they've all caught back up now. So 4 drivers inside that first little pack or group that we see here. Nick Lights slightly pulling away here. Forrester in dirty air. First time he's been in dirty air since the beginning of the race. 36 laps in, and it's really upsetting his car. Dang, oh dang, folks. Well, we're back on all 3 platforms. Hopefully you're having fun out there watching them. Nick Light's starting to pull away. Clean air for the driver, 0.6 of a second. The difference, he's starting to catch Matt Ponte. I always forget how to say his name. Forgive me, Matt. You're awesome, dude. 21 seconds, the difference. He's about 2 seconds off of Nick Lights, who's starting to get into turn 3 here. Fall off for these cars. They started out 23.16, 23.13, some of the best laps for the drivers, and right now, we've got a second and a half fall off, just over a second and a half fall off for them.
Yeah, it's amazing seeing that fall off right now. Still relatively early into the run. I mean, you're looking at about 60 laps, give or take a little bit, and we're just barely over halfway on there, and we're already watching this much tire fall off.
I think that Dover has. It's a tire-eating fool, especially if you run a higher line for a little while. It's gonna. It like where Nick Lights is running right there, kind of. That's kind of the. Somebody. Matt Pont was in. He was coming to pit road. He hit the safer barrier there. Here's a look what happened here. Man, he's gonna yeet it. Watch. In. Lock it up. Yeet. Bang. Hey, he tried to get himself loose. Bang. It happened last night in the Truck Series. We didn't even know it happened. Nick Lights pulling away 0.8 of a second, and Joe Sanchez trying to get to the bottom side of the 99. 5 sets of tires is what these drivers have to be able to use, so that'll work into their advantage as well. Kind of working their magic here. Hey, KPTV 75. What's up, Poynor? He's out there. Well, not only is he watching, but he's out there watching on Twitch as well. So multi-view it, like it, dig it. Twitch.tv/Signature Esports. That's where you're at. That's what you see. So Cody Kenzie will be the last car on the lead lap. 16 seconds the difference. And right now, there's the number 6. There's Mr. Yeah. Getting a new wheel, I think, is what he said. A little right side. We expect to see the right side's a little crinkled up. Kenny Mack falls back to 11th. He's doing the same thing. Tony Kivitt. There's Tony. Come on. Things are moving on me here. There we are. Tony Kiv on Twitch. He got a new channel. Started putting his stuff out there, too. Bring it from his point of view. Kind of dig it for him. There's the 22 of Aylshire. He's fallen back hard, man. I mean, he was up there competing for the lead not too long ago, and now these cars probably feeling like a whole bunch of ice skates. These things get loose. Here's a look from the cockpit view of your race leader, how much wheel he has to put into it. Look at him. He is driving that wheel in. Man, whoa. See, look how free he is off the corner, but he doesn't lift. The track he goes. Here's Joe Sanchez. Eric Schaefer trying to get around the 99. Ooh, Schaefer in and out a little bit there. But he's going to take the second spot away from Colin Forrester. Colin's doing a good job here. And I think the 5's going to have a drive off. Thank you, Wooly. Appreciate the share, buddy. Mr. Wooly giving us a share out there on the old Midwest Maniac platform. Thank you very much, sir. Dang, oh dang. Now Schaefer's starting to catch Nick Lights. There was a full second gap over the field. And now Eric Schaefer's starting to close that gap down pretty quick. He's 0.6 of a second and gaining. Ooh, don't blink. I kind of want to turn the No Doubt song Don't Speak into Don't Blink. Yep, that's what I want to do. Quad City, Real Racing Online, thanks for the share out there. Appreciate you very much. I tell you what, Doug, new game coming out. I don't know if you saw that. I put it in the other Discord. It's going to be fun.
Well, now I have to look.
Got a whole new channel and everything.
Wow, I heard about this.
I'm
told, though, that this game is not multiplayer.
Yes, it is. Yeah. It is. It's multiplayer. You guys will have to wait and see. It's going to release on the 16th. It's in pre-alpha mode right now. They're going to release it for early access on the 16th, and we're going to be testing a new game. 61 going around. I think he just got his lap back. Holy cow. Drivers coming in to get their green flag pit cycles, 50 laps in. Is it a good idea to split it up into to 5 different or into just 450 lap runs, or do you think that 4 is coming to pit road? Eric Schaefer is going to go ahead and come around and lead here. He was catching Nick Lights pretty quick, fast, and hurry. It was only a matter of time, I think, before he made a pass on him. There's the 97 of Ken MacArthur. He's going to come around. He's going to take over third. Nick Lights in on Kelly. Thank you for sharing. Kelly, you're amazing. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you very much out there for doing that. Shares all around. Thank you. Appreciate that very much. I think he just shared it like 5 times. Man. Kenny Mack coming to pit road. Schaefer still leading here. 13 seconds the difference. 53 laps in. And he's got Denson 2 laps down. Cody Kinsey coming around. He's going to take over second. Thank you for the like out there, Wooly. I appreciate you very much. Come on, Kinsey. Hold on to it, buddy. Here he goes. He goes around. So Nick Lights a lap down. Cody Vaughn a lap down. Woo. Come on, Big Shave. Hold on to it, buddy. More shares. Eric Schaefer out front, and he's going to have the 28 of Charlie Harcum go around to get a lap back, so he's going to be a lap down. 54, now 55 of 200. Joe Sanchez Colin Forrester just ran the fastest lap of the race, a 23.10. Joe Sanchez right behind him, a 23.12. So these drivers finding their groove and running the fastest laps of the race. On new tires, of course. 24 shares. Man, oh man, you guys are amazing. Schaefer down to pit road. Hopefully he made it clear. Cody Kinsey is going to be your race leader. This time by, quite possibly. There goes Harcum. He's going to have that lap back, so he's going to be back on the lead lap this time by. 56 of 200. Kinsey now leads a lap. Mr. Yeah. Just letting people go by. He's like, you are much faster than me right now. You have tires. Nick Lights is going to have Forrester to the bottom side. The 61 of Vaughn has worked his way up there as well. Cody Vaughn came from the back to the front. We watched him qualify. He tapped the wall a little bit in qualifying. So his first lap was his qualifying lap. Second one didn't count for him. And, this guy's like, he's killing it. Talk to me about Cody Vaughn. Do you know anything about this guy?
Not really. I haven't had too much experience with him. I know he's raced a few races with us, but no, I really haven't had much chance to work with him.
Oh, let's see him. Let's see where he is. I have no race results here for him. So if this is his first race, look out, Nick Lights. Here he comes. Man, oh man. Joe Sanchez right behind him. And some of the names that you kind of expect to see, there he is. Kelly out there says he's sharing to a bunch of streaming channels. Anyone can join them and help out by sharing live streams. That's awesome, man. That's pretty cool. We like doing that. We like seeing that. The Facebook groups, like to see that. It's awesome. Much love to you, brother. Man, oh man. iRacing is a part of its own. You know what I mean? It really takes. We're gonna open that. That box is kind of small. We're gonna make that bigger. iRacing is kind of one of those things that you don't necessarily. You have to have the dexterity to not only sit here and watch and have me chit chat with you for a long time, but at the same time, you really have an opportunity for a lot of error that can happen. So, you look at it, you do the best that you can, and kind of hold on to it. 0.3 of a second. Cody Kinsey will be getting to the point of coming to pit road here very soon. He is really pushing that for as long as he can.
Yeah, I imagine he's going to be coming to pit road here very soon.
Mm-hmm. Wooly out there sharing in the Facebook streams, all of the Twitch channels for himself, Joe Sanchez, and Tony Kivitt. Nick Lights, Colin Forrester, Cody Kinsey, Joe Sanchez, Jacob Denson. So Nick Lights reassumes the lead here, but he's got a whole lot of company. Cody Vaughn falling off pace. He was super fast there. He fell off pace, though, here. He's fallen back to sixth place as Cody Kinsey has given up his position. Is still yet to come to pit road. Man, oh, man. I don't know what he's doing.
I don't know. His car keeps messing with me. I keep thinking I'm seeing damage on there, but that's not actually it. That's just the paint scheme.
Oh,
something happened with Kinsey, with Kinsey.
Let's go back to him. He's got old tires. He needs to come to pit road.
Okay, I was gonna say, yeah, I saw him going down on the apron.
He's trying to get to pit road. He's on the backstretch here. Oh, dang, oh, dang. Lights, your race leader. Kinsey coming to pit road for his green flag pit cycle. MacArthur, first car off the lead lap here. I do believe when he went in, he stayed an extra second on pit road, maybe trying to get some of that stuff worked out. Nick Lights catching up to the 9 of Matt Pott, who has no front clip. We watched what happened with that driver. That was a shame. It was a shame. He was trying to get on pit road, and those water barrels came up too quick.
Oh, my God. Cody Kinsey ran out of gas coming into pit road.
So that was 67 laps. Dang. I want to put those. I want to put those back in there. Can I? Will they put those back in the chat again, so it shows on the stream for me? Would appreciate that. Yours showed, and then for whatever reason the chat reset. So new little widget that I'm using, which is pretty cool. It shows the chat for all the platforms out there on the stream, and it's a pretty clean one too. So I really like it. Share those back out there one more time for me. Your here. That's never mind. There you go. There you go. And one more time. There's 3 of them. Colin Forrester, 2 seconds off the pace now. Nick Lights, 24.19 on his last lap, so kind of just pulling away, kind of doing what he does on the long haul. Those are the drivers out there that you're seeing on the stream right there. It's all good. Oh yeah. You got to put yeah out there. There you go. Yeah Entertainment. There you go. All good things, folks. All good things. Back to using Restream because Restream, did some good things for us. So we're gonna be continuing to use those guys for a while. But Nick Lights, man, he is hauling butt. He's only fallen off. So he came to pit road on lap 51, so he's 22 laps in, and he has 1 second fall off right now. Yeah, I do too. I used to use them, but when we went to single platform streaming, it was to help build each platform up individually and using them for specific reasons, and that kind of worked in our advantage. We gained quite a lot of following on Facebook, which I absolutely enjoy, and so we just kind of have to make it work, Thank you to Twitch getting the, if you're liking the stream, make sure that you follow. You want to make sure you do that. There it is. I can go back and look at all this stuff here. I'm liking all this stuff. Man, oh man. All right, it's Nick Light Show again. That's what we're seeing. I mean, that's kind of what we're used to seeing. So Adam Ilshire had an issue. He had to jump to pits. I don't know what happened there. Take a look here. 73. Let's back up and see what happened here. Oh, yeah, I think it is engine blow? Something happened. Yeah. Oh. Did he not? Did something happen with his fuel? There was an issue that's been happening over the last. And tell me if you guys have seen this over the last couple of days. We've been hearing that some drivers get into their pit road and they haven't been able to. Their automatic refueling hasn't happened, so they run it.
Yeah, that happened last night. We had a couple of drivers that they would actually go in and pit, and then their car completely ran out of fuel last night because it just wasn't working.
Well, dang, oh dang. That's frustrating. That's frustrating for everybody, I'm sure. So,
It is. I've actually had damage where it's completely taken out my tire, and I've sat in pit road for 15 minutes to get my tire fixed, and then it would say you're good to go, and I'd go back out, and I don't have a right front tire again.
I don't know. That's weird.
Yeah,
That's
they got
really...
some weird glitches going on.
I'm gonna have to turn off the stream elements. Is flooding our chat with crap here. I'd say crap in a good way. The dumb stuff. Give us a like, follow, and all that stuff. I'm gonna pause our vocals here for a moment and kind of do our thing. Never fear, yeah. That's funny. That's funny as always. That's funny as always. I love it. Yeah. How you doing, buddy? It's good to see you out there, brother. I just the only thing that I want to see with Restream is I want to see Restream's accuracy counter to be more in the mix. Schaefer's worked his way around a bunch of drivers, and now he is running the same lap time as the race leader, so he is trying to close that distance down. 86 of 200 for the driver, and his 4-lap fresher tires are going to be a big factor, I think, on the long haul. Appreciate you. Yeah, you're pretty bad, pretty BA, as I call it. Now, this would be, I think, given if they were to start side by side, Schaefer's got good carry speed.
Yeah, he does, if he can actually just keep it on the track.
Well, Mr. Thumbsticks says out there the controller had a 39.2 of optional. Didn't want to mess these guys up. So you parked it. It's all good, brother. It's all good. We call you Thumbs, right? Is that what we're calling you? And you can tell Mrs. that YouTube is back. So I think she should be able to watch on YouTube Live. I haven't even checked. I want to make sure this stuff is working like it's supposed to. You know, because that's what we do. Let's see if we are for sure live. We are live on YouTube. Man, oh man. YouTube looks so crisp. You know what I mean?
Definitely. I love the, going off and live streaming like I do, and then taking those videos, editing them down to make content for YouTube, and just it comes in so crisp and clear, and there's very little editing that I have to do with just how the video looks. It's so nice.
Yeah, it says the wheel's coming soon, and though, so look out, and he's gonna. Okay, perfect, man. Yeah, I like YouTube for live streaming is much more clear. They've done a lot of work with Google to be able to balance that. I think that Facebook is right there with it. They would much rather me stream in 1044 or 1440 than 1080, and I don't like it. But we're streaming in 1080 right now. One day we'll stream in 4K. One day. Whenever they finally get the T1 connection put in, it'd be awesome. Let's take a look at the last 5 laps for the drivers here. Nick Lights starting to be pulled in a little bit by Eric Schaefer. And dang, oh dang. There he is. Schaefer is closing the distance. He's going the distance. He's going for... Oh, I don't want to be demonetized there. Let me not do that. I'm going to have to go back and mute that. Sometimes I make myself have too much work.
Yeah.
We're about halfway through the race here, folks, and I think Schaefer's catching him. He's right there in the mix. They pretty well... I don't know. They've kind of leveled out a little bit over the last couple of laps. Nick Lights was better on the last lap, but Schaefer's
that was
carrying
because
speed.
Schaefer was trying to pass a lap down car and had a little bit of a struggle. So I imagine that we're going to see, now that he's got a little bit of room to stretch those legs, that we're going to see something.
Man, oh man. Well, he's running. DVR Xfinity Series. Doug, talk to the folks. I will. Oh, hey, how about we have the... there we go. We'll do that stuff. I don't know what's going on.
The sounds of iRacing.
Well, not yet.
I'm pretty sure they're waiting on it.
Yeah, not yet. We can't do that yet. We're not halfway yet. And by the time they go halfway, they'll be right there with green flag pit cycles. So I'm going to let them do their thing, and then once we get past green flag pit cycles, we'll do that. One caution yesterday, and nothing today. So so far. So that's it. That's a good thing. Tomorrow night, the Noob Sim House Custom Discs Signature eNASCAR Cup Series brought to you by the Paralyzed Veterans of America's Central Florida Region, or PVACF.org. That'll be tomorrow evening, and that will be the round of 12 elimination race. So that's going to be a lot of fun. But I got to run upstairs real quick. I have to grab my drink. So talk to the folks out there, Doug. It's all you. It's your show.
All right, sounds good. All right, guys. Yeah, we've got Nick Lights.
Real quick, Kelly. Yes, I can get demonetized just for singing it myself. Absolutely.
That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Well, looks like Nick Lights is actually starting to slowly pull away from Eric Schaefer there. It looks like he's about 4.4 seconds off of him right now and slowly gaining. Just wrapping up lap 98 over here. Nick Lights is continuing to hold that strong lead that he's got. Makes you kind of wonder whether or not Eric Schaefer is going to have the ability to be able to run him down. Is there enough room, or is he running into issues? If anybody is asking tonight why I appear to be a little bit more on the silent end tonight, well, it's because I actually am doing the race controlling for the whole thing as well. So I'm pulling double duty tonight. So that's always a good thing in order to be able to do, because it allows my voice the ability to be able to be projected out and use that for the evening, but I'm not sitting there bored out of my mind when we have all of these green flags. Nick Lights, it looks like he's actually going to be going into pit road right now, shockingly. But we'll have to see. Oh, looks like Eric Schaefer's even going in. This completely changes the plans around. At lap 100, we're starting to see multiple leaders go in now. Nick Lights pulling into his pit stall. And it looks like he's just sitting there right now. Looks like he's getting 4 tires and fuel, doing a successful little burnout in order to be able to leave the pit stall, coming through turn 1, following the apron, heading into turn 2, heading back up the track. Yeah, lap 100, we see everybody go in. What is this going to do with the pit strategy? Oh my goodness. I really did think that everybody was going to be going in at about lap 120, lap 130. That's kind of where I had my money resting on. But to go over and see the leaders are actually going in at 100, this changes things up so much. Now they could probably get about another 50 laps, give or take, and split the difference. But then they're going to have absolutely nothing left. I'm trying to remember exactly how many sets of tires we have for this, because if they split the difference, then they've used 4 sets of tires, and yeah, so this is interesting. This is definitely becoming a nail biter
for sure. Tony Kevin coming to pit road this time by Nick Lights. As Eric Schaefer in his coattails, still about 4 seconds off the difference for the drivers. So they're still kind of running good laps here, good times, or good timing. So, how'd you know, Willie? How'd you know, buddy? He asked if I got thunderstorms. I absolutely did. It was it was bad, man. It was pretty bad. It's kind of cleared up now, so. Good to see. All right, it is that time. We got to do it. We got to do it, and it's all for the good things. First and foremost, let's do this. Make sure you give us a follow on Facebook, Signature Esports on Facebook. A couple of yep. I got you out there, Wooly. There it is. And there's and give us a follow on Twitch as well. I need to put the YouTube one up there. Yeah, there. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't lost anything as far as drop frame rates or anything like that. And we do have to remember, folks, that we are going back through restream, so it's got to filter through there. So if we get a couple of glitches, you got to remember that. And then always remember that when you're watching streamers and you're watching content creators live, that your internet does matter as well. So I've learned quite a little bit with developing this server that we've been working on when it comes to the internet that everybody else has, as well as compared to what we're doing. But in the meantime, in between time, it's that time we got to do it. Not Bulldog, Maximus Sports Car Sounds of iRacing coming at you. Maximus Sports Cars Sounds of iRacing, brought to you by, of course, Maximus Sports Cars. Go to MaximusSportsCars.com, get you part of those breaks, have some fun with it, and do all those things. Turn it up for me, and you won't hear anything from us for a moment. Jacob Denson right there in front of the 97. Denson has a little bit of no nose. Yeah, no nose.
Yeah, just a little bit.
No. Well, he's got no hood. He's got a nose. He's got a front clip. He just doesn't have that.
Well, let's put it this way. He could run that car just a little bit harder because the engine has the ability to use the air that's around it in order to stay cool. But at the same time, we've learned through racing as hard as we have been that if you change your braking at all in this and you were to run it wide open the entire time, you're going to blow your motor a lot faster.
Yeah.
So let's see what he's able to get away with.
Nick Lights out front. There he is. Went through the field there. Maximus Sports Card Sounds of iRacing, of course, always a pleasure to have Austin Harger and those guys over there at MaximusSportsCards.com. Go get yourself some stuff. Tell you what, he's got a Chronicles poll coming up that we're gonna do that I'm absolutely thrilled to see. 9 right there, Ponty right there trying to just keep running. He's driving his modified around here, and he's did a pretty good job at least keeping it on the track and doing what he can. But Nick Lights, 2.5 seconds, the difference between he and Schaefer. And Schaefer was faster for the longest time. Last time by, he was faster. This time by, I think he's going to be just a touch slower, 3/100ths of a second slower. We'll take a look at one of my favorite relatives here, the last 5 lap times. Bottom of your screen right there. There's Schaefer's lap times to Sanchez behind him. And Nick Lights and Schaefer kind of alternating. 116 better for Schaefer and 117 better for Schaefer this time by. Schaefer on 121, a tenth better. So he's still running. He's still having a good race. I'm curious to see what's going to happen on the last green flag pit cycle. 5 sets of tires is what they have. So there was an extra set of tires there, so they would be good if say they had a late race caution, something happened that stacked up the field, then they would have an extra set of tires, and so they would be good to go. On the short tracks, I think we go with the actual average of what NASCAR would put out there. And the other ones, we try to make it very competitive for them. Nick Lights, 2.6, and Eric Schaefer. Schaefer off pace just a little bit here by we're talking hundreds of seconds, but, it's just going to have to be that long haul kind of feel.
Yeah, it'll be interesting because as I was gauging the pit stops, I'm still shocked that most of the leaders went in on lap 100. And I'm kind of wondering, what is that going to do? Because we're going to come into, if they do it again, they're going to come in about lap 150. But do they continue to save as much as they can? Or at that point, because they know they have an extra set, are they going to go all out?
I'm curious in that. Dan, thank you for the like out there, man. Appreciate you very much. I think... in order for Schaefer to get that 2.5 seconds back, or that almost 3 seconds now that he's going to need, he's going to have some kind of different pit strategy here for you. I don't know. I'm curious. But right now, 2.7, almost 2.8 seconds the difference in. Sanchez and Harcum, that's a battle that's been going on for a minute here. Harcum got to the back bumper of Sanchez. Sanchez then made the pass here. It looks like he's got about 0.4 of a second between he and the 28. Charlie Harcum back here having a good race, a nice little clean race. I watch their streams, and whenever like something happens to him, I feel terrible about it. But I mean, not that I can do anything about it, but just to hear that they have so much coordination with their Twitch streams, it's kind of a great thing to see. Scott Feltz, the number 11, he's back here in 5th place. So 2 being HIT racing teams, they're going to be together 4th and 5th, but he's about 20 seconds off of the race leader at the moment. But his lap times are just a little bit off pace, about 0.3 of a second off pace. Nick Lights, he and Eric Schaefer kind of swapping lap times now. Last time by, 24.53, Schaefer 24.52. Joe Sanchez fastest on the racetrack right now, 24.48. So he is just about a half of a tenth better than the rest of the field at the moment. Oh, man. Lights, Schaefer, Sanchez. That's the field. And pedestrian race. Pretty pedestrian. It's not a bad race. Remember to get the opportunity to do so. We appreciate you out there on Facebook. We have our follower goal. 1961 of 2000. We keep floating around that mark. Not much you can say or do about it. But here's the big one. Got our stars goal going on right now. 25,000 stars to meet Facebook's star goal. And right now we are 1,500 of that, so we're about 6% through there. That's our goal number 3 that we've achieved. or that we were working on. Somebody, and I don't know who it was because Facebook won't tell me. It doesn't show me where it happened, but somebody, it was either at the end of a live stream when we were ending, or did it offline. Came in and they did something interesting, and they donated 35,000 stars. Could not believe that. So whoever that was, if you're out there watching secretly, thank you very much for that. 35,000 stars. That's a lot of stars. It's $350.
Yeah, that is absolutely insane, and especially as a Twitch streamer who then changed platforms to solely focus on Facebook for a while. I don't have the ability to do stars yet. I wish I did, but believe me, if I got that much, I would be elated.
I was almost in tears. Only because, for somebody to think that highly, we all feel like we don't deserve those kinds of things. You know what I mean? Just because it's, that's a lot. That's a lot to say. Hey, here you go, man. You do a great job. That kind of thing. So, I was taken back. I was very much taken back. And so whoever you are, thank you very much for doing that. Yeah, appreciate you.
And not only that, we know that the website is down. We're currently building up on it again and trying to move forward with the website. But we have merchandise that's going to be available again on the website. Go ahead and go get your merch over there as well. That's another way that you can show Signature all the love in the world. Being a driver for Team SE for the Cup Series, and then when I do it in the trucks as well, I look forward to. There are certain items I really want to be able to get, and I'm waiting for my signing bonus to come in so that way I can order a bunch of it and for the website to come back. But one of the things I really want to get is I want to get a customized Signature hat, so that way it's got my sponsors on the side, and I'm able to race that every single week. But go to the website once it's back up and definitely show Signature all the love in the world. We love everything it is that they're doing.
Yeah, we have shirts for pretty much everybody. Wooly, we've got shirts for Wooly. We've got shirts for our sponsors. We've got shirts for me. You know, my big old ugly mug face thing, my graphic on there. I encourage it. And we print all those locally here at the Lake of the Ozarks where I'm from. So, it's just one of those things that I never thought that this was going to be what it is, and right now it's been amazing. It's been a great ride so far, and I'm thoroughly excited to see kind of what we're going to be able to do in the future. The reason why the website's down, folks, is because we went to we have our own server now that we had installed, and there's just some work that we have to do with it. And we had a server, but we had to do some upgrades and some stuff like that. So we're going to be doing our own hosting of all of our websites that not only that we build for my main business, but also for Signature Esports and all of our other platforms and our clients and customers. So we want to be able to do all that stuff in house, and that kind of makes a big difference to be able to hold your own stuff. So I took the website down, and we're doing that. So but just bear in mind we're doing a big project all at once, and it involves more than just Signature Esports. So just keep that in mind. Once everything goes back up and goes live, if you want a Signature Esports t-shirt, you can just get a hold of us, and I can get one printed for you and sent off to you. If you want a Phil Hab t-shirt as well, I appreciate that too. We can still do all of that stuff. It's just, we're doing it there. Also, we are looking for sponsors for season 2. So if you want to be the series sponsor, you see Drinkin Bros Racing as the Xfinity Series sponsor. You want to do that, get yourself some exposure, help grow your platform. Get a hold of us. You can do that as well through us, and we try to plan ahead as much as we can. So thank you to everybody out there for tuning in. We appreciate you very much. 145 of 200. Kind of just having conversation here. Nick Lights out front. Schaefer gains a little, then loses a little. Gains a little, then loses a little. And I think that's kind of where he's at now. 4 seconds the difference between he and Nick Lights. Joe Sanchez, 15 seconds between he and Nick Lights. Harcum about a second back from Sanchez. He had that relative closed in. He was within like 0.3 of a second, but now kind of leveled out. They're pretty much running the same lap times. His last time by, they were pretty close to each other. Scott Phelps running a 24:70, so he's starting to catch up to a few folks. Tony Kivitt in 6th spot. He's in number 7, 2 laps down, but he's still having a good drive. Schaefer coming to pit road. He did something different. Yeah, Schaefer's doing something different here. I think that Schaefer he needed to do something different, so he's going to try something different. Nick Lights will have to extend that lead. Sanchez 15 seconds. Now the gap between first and second, but that's for how long. Green flag pit cycles are going to be a big factor here. And that right there is going to be where you're going to see that. Man, oh man. $149 of 200. Schaefer now 2 laps down, coming off of pit road. And when does Nick Lights come to pit road? He's going to come this time by. Yeah. Schaefer up to speed. He comes off of pit road. He's got a lap back, so he's going to want that lead. That's going to be something he's going to want. He is driving like a PO teenager, trying to get around the 9, and clears him on the outside. This is the race to look for here. Nick Lights in on pit road. He has not made it to his pit stall yet. And so Eric Schaefer is going to come around and unlap himself. Scott Phelps, the driver, I'd say he's going to unlap himself, but he really didn't. So Nick Lights, Joe Sanchez coming to pit road. Charlie Harcum in on pit road. Nick Lights to his pit stall. The 11 of Scott Phelps around. Nick Lights looks like he might be leaving pit road. He is going to be leaving pit road. So Eric Schaefer, the driver here, just ran the fastest lap of the race, 22.97. First driver to hit below 23 seconds. And you want to talk about screaming. There he goes. Schaefer trying to close. Scott Phelps comes to pit road, so 3 seconds the gap now between Eric Schaefer and Nick Lights. And now down to 2.5 seconds. Schaefer tried to pull something different there. Nick Lights able to get in and off pit road. We comment Nick Lights out lights. Huh? Who was that?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Who was that? A Wooly. Oh. Schaefer falling back now as he tried to close the gap on that pit cycle. I don't know. He probably could have come in on the same time. Schaefer 23.57 on his last lap. There's just a lot working against him right now. I'm just trying to figure out kind of where the fall off is coming from Schaefer. It's all good, Wooly. It's all good. It was like, who? What? What are you talking about? Oh.
Yeah, I looked at that and I'm like, that wasn't me.
That'd be 7. he wins this one, it'll be his 7th win here in the Xfinity Series. Need to get him some more competition in here. Schaefer doing a phenomenal job at it. Sanchez, clean race for 3rd. Runs his fastest lap of the race, 23.12 this time by Harcum, 23.13. Sanchez, last car in the lead lap right now. And he is faster than the race leader, so he's going to gain some of that time back. He needs to, because you don't want to have 1 and 2 putting you a lap down. Nick Lights outpacing Eric Schaefer. Came in on he came in 3 laps earlier. And I wonder if he was just conservative on his pit on pit road. Kind of makes me wonder. Signature eNASCAR circuit for season 2. It's going to be the trucks, and the Cup Series is we're gonna make the formal switch to the next gen series. That's what we're going to be running going forward. I know that NASCAR is going to be running in 2022, so that's where we're going to start progressing moving forward. We're going to have our next gen series. That's going to be our Pro Series. This next Wednesday, we have our podcast. Actually, I take that back. Next Wednesday, we won't have a podcast. Maybe I will. I don't know. We'll see. Next podcast, we'll talk about some of the iRacing leagues that are up there, and some that are starting. I have to try to get Wooly in here and talk to him about RRO, so that way we can make sure his recruitment's up. And I know he's got a field that he's working on as well. He's bringing back that series, and we'll talk about what we're doing with iRacing and kind of what we're doing with our live events. 41 laps to go. The 9 goes low. He lets lights go around, and it kind of be where it's at. Yeah, says yeah, Entertainment. Good to see you, buddy. I tell you what, he did a pretty good job this past Wednesday. Go back on our Facebook page, look at our podcast that we did. We talked about Halo Infinite, and of course some of the updates for one of our favorite games, Phasmophobia. The new game that I mentioned earlier is Ghost Hunting Core. That right there it's going to be, from what I've seen, it is a lot like Phasmophobia, but you have to actually rid the house of the ghost, and you have to use the tools to do it. And it looks pretty awesome. It is an aggressive game. Scary aggressive. To the point where I'm like, I don't know if I want to play it.
I have actually watched some of the reviews and everything from the game that have come out so far. Mm-hmm. And this is a game that it's a lot like Phasmophobia in the fact that it does provide some jump scare, but these ghosts are designed to just terrify you. This is a game that's meant to terrify you. And I'm excited to be able to get it. I've heard back and forth on if it's multiplayer or if it's just single player. I'm hoping that it's multiplayer online as well, but if it's not, I mean, I'm still gonna have a blast trying this thing out.
Oh, it is multiplayer. We did. So they did a pre-alpha release, so they only released a certain amount of keys. But I've seen it played multiplayer. It says I feel time is just dragging as you stream Halo 3, dude. I know. I am. Ugh. Cannot wait for that game. Halo Infinite is going to be fun. We are going to have an esports tournament. We're going to have that Halo Infinite esports tournament. It's going to happen. It's going to have to happen.
Oh, definitely. And when we get the ability to work with the service that provides the games for us at a little bit of a discounted rate, I really look forward to being able to pick it up. I want to get it, and I have absolutely no problem paying full price for a game like that. I'm just ecstatic for it. I can't wait. Mentioned in the podcast, for me, I love the storyline. I love Cortana. I want that to continue on. I want to see what happens. I want to see, do they integrate red versus blue into it as far as the AI being able to take over a body? I want to be able to see that. That's just a game I'm beyond excited for. And yeah, did such an awesome job when he was hanging out with us on the podcast that it was so good to see an iRacer talk about a game that he's had so much history with and has so much passion for. I look forward to it.
Yeah, he says we're gonna have to have multiple. He wants to throw personal money at it for the prize pool, as long as they're spectating. That's the key. There must be spectating tools, and they need to do a better job at it than some other Apex. I mean,
I'm sorry. What was that?
yeah, that's. We'll try not to say that again. All right, lights out front. Schaefer, Sanchez. It's kind of the way it's been. 4-3-5 at the 28, the 11, two teammates. So we've got two teammates. Is Lights part of Drinkin Bros? I don't even know.
I don't know if he is. It says that he is, but I don't know that he is.
Make it happen. 343 Industries. Don't let us down. You're absolutely right. Yeah. Man, oh man, I'm excited. It's good to see everybody. It's good to see that we're seeing. More and more I'm seeing more and more iRacing broadcasters out there. I'm seeing more and more Halo folks out there as well. 4 of Lights a little bit loose off corner exit there.
Somebody is loose down the backstretch right now.
I don't know who it is. The 9 of Pont? No. I don't know what happened. It didn't switch for me, folks.
It is the 9. Coming off of pit road, he got her loose and hit the inside wall.
Ooh. Well, he was able to keep it down. Lights is not on Drinkin Bros. So we have Nick Lights, Eric Schaefer, and Joe Sanchez are Drinkin Bros Racing. And Charlie Harcum, Scott Feltz, those guys part of B&H. And then Tony Kivett and Jacob Denson. So inside the top 7, 3 teammates for each of those 2 teams. And those guys are battling for a team championship. We'll have to get those guys working. So, man, oh man. Lights could run for his own team championship. He just needs another driver. Oh man. All right, I love it. I enjoy it. These guys are amazing. 173 of 200. We talk about it being pedestrian. It's kind of the way it is, kind of the way it looks. Tomorrow night, signature eNASCAR Cup Series action. We'll be back at Dover for the Noob Sim House Custom Discs 250, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. Next week, no streams, no iRacing broadcast next week. I will try to do my best to do some gaming in the meantime, in between time. We have a lot going on. Next week, we have a planned trip. It's going to be on B&H. I don't know what it stands for, Kelly. We still haven't figured it out. Speaking of which, while we have a moment, we'll let you listen to that. If you're looking for food, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. Let's do this. Bam. Is it this one? Oh, there it is. All right. It's going to crack me up. It's going to crack you up, too. We'll be right back with you. Listen to this one. It's funny.
Hey boss, so I was thinking for the first quarterly meeting, we could get John. Boss, you good?
Yeah, good. So you know new phones we got, right? Really awesome, saving us a lot of money. The company we got them from, B&H, what did that stand for?
I'm not sure. Did you check the website?
Yeah, check the website. You'd think it'd be there. It's not there. I don't know what to do. It's driving me crazy. Bacon and ham, maybe? Is that, no?
You said it was an IT business?
Yeah.
I don't think it'd be bacon and ham.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I was thinking for the first quarterly meeting.
Todd, I don't care about the first quarterly meeting, okay? We got to figure out what B&H stands for. That's what we're focused on. You got it?
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Barbers and hairdressers? That doesn't make sense.
B&H. We make it happen.
I got it. It's boats and
cracks me up. I love that commercial. Thank you to all the guys, Charlie and the guys over there for doing that. Yeah, the volume just takes a little bit for it to achieve there. The 9 goes around the 4. The 4, 9.5 seconds, 20 laps to go. Drinkin Bros Dover 200. DBR is out there on Facebook. Drinkin Bros Racing. Of course, they do have quite a few drivers now on Twitch. Joe Sanchez there on Twitch. If you go through the chat, you'll be able to see those links. Find them on our Facebook page as well. Join our Discord. If you !Discord out there, it should pop up our Discord link. You can join our Signature Esports Gaming Discord and chat with us, have some fun with it. You know, just kind of do the thing that you do. We love and appreciate it. And, yeah, just trying to grow. Grow. What does it stand for? We still have a clue.
As I was saying, I really think it stands for Brian Griffin and Hank Hill, two of the funniest animated characters in TV history. I will stand by that.
Like biscuits and ham. Barbers and hairdressers, it just cracks me up. All right, let's run through the field. Let's see who our biggest mover is. Charlie Harcum. 5 spots to 4th. Yeah, he's still got 6 seconds between he and Joe Sanchez in front of him. Schaefer tried to pull a quick pit to get himself out there. He did what he could, man. He really did what he could. He had to try something different. I don't know. In this situation, I don't know if the short pitting was beneficial for him. Maybe he needed to stay out a lap longer. He's really good on a. I don't know how that would have worked in his progression. The 9 loose in front of the 4 right there. Matt trying to still be competitive here. Up next to the wall, Lights just kind of falling in place right there. So it's kind of the look here. 15 laps to go. Lights has a lot of room to play and can just kind of just settle in, take it easy. He's going to drop low below the 9. He's going to let him go. Now the 4 back in the mix, drifting up the track at a 3 and 4. There he goes down to the front stretch. He's going to make it 14 laps to go here. Man, oh man.
Yeah, even with that battling, Eric Schaefer was not catching him, which is kind of concerning, especially the fact that he went in a little bit earlier. But maybe that's because of the tire difference. I mean, it's only a few laps, but sometimes that's more than enough.
Yeah, he had what was it, 4? He had 4-lap fresher tires when he went into pit road on that run. He was trying to pull some of that time back, which, you know, that's what you do. You don't really know until you test it. Do you get in and off pit road faster than the driver in front of you? Are you going to be able to come out in front of that driver? Nick Lights pitted within 3 laps. Within 3 laps of Eric Schaefer. So all of that time that was there was negated when he came off of pit road. You know, if Nick Lights had stayed in and stayed out another lap or 2, I think we'd be seeing a different story here. But that's just the realm. You know, that's kind of what you look at. Schaefer has had a phenomenal race all race long. They've kind of leveled out now though, as far as lap times go. Schaefer having internet issues there. Joe Sanchez, solid in 3rd all race long, and he started 4th, so that's any improvement and a clean race is kind of where you need it to be. So much love to Sanchez for doing what he has. And right now, Nick Lights not far away from him. Opportunity to lap 3rd place, 10 to go here. A green-to-green run. There's Tony Kivitt. He's going to go another lap down. 9 to go as they cross the start-finish line here. Maybe that's the goal. He's like, all right, there's one more car I can lap. I don't know. Schaefer turned on his blinker again. It's Kelly. He's turning left. Do you not see it? He's turning left, folks. He's turning left. You know, when he gets into traffic, that's when it happens. Thing is running dry on blinker fluid. There's Tony Kivitt. Top 6 cut of night for him. 2 teammates running together. There's Charlie Harcum and 4th Scott Feltz. 3 seconds off his teammates. And at least still having a good day here. .28 to the inside of the 9 here. 7 laps to go as Nick Lights makes it 6 to go as he crosses the start-finish line. Oh, dang, oh, dang. He just cracked me up. Nilly.
Do you think Nick Lights is trying to pass as many cars as he possibly can to get them all a lap down? Or do you think he is now at that point where he's like, I have more than 10 seconds, I don't need to worry about this anymore, and he's just going to lay off?
I wouldn't lay off. I mean, if it were me, I would just lay off. In my opinion, that's what I would do. But that's me. I mean, I'm a conservative driver. He doesn't have to. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no, definitely. I'm just wondering, based off of what I'm seeing right now, it kind of looks like he's doing everything he can to try to lap the 5 car as well.
Right. Well, I mean, why not? I mean, he's there. 4 to go. You know, he's worked a full second off of the line here, so that right there could be part of what he wants to do. I wouldn't. I mean, let Sanchez get another lap in. What's it gonna happen? Lights, Schaefer, Sanchez, Harcum, Feltz, top 5. Kivitt, Denson, Potts, Vaughn, MacArthur in 10th. Let's see, Forrester, Ilshire, Kinsey, Mealy, Doug, you're in 15th. You passed AJ. Is AJ in here? Was he in here, like, practicing? He must have been in here practicing, trying to figure
he
something.
was in here practicing.
There's the 2 drivers. Final lap here. White flag has waved. And we talk about it. I say it all in good fun and good form and good fashion. It's been the Nick Lights show since about halfway through the race. And he and Schaefer had a great run there. But pit strategy becoming a big factor. DBR Dover in the books. Nick Lights wins. And I believe Schaefer will be a solid second. Sanchez will be third. Harcum does come home fourth. But Nick Lights wins it here in the same form and same fashion he's been doing it. 7th win of the Xfinity Series. And, green to green. 9 drivers finished. 3 on the lead lap.
Crazy to see it, but it's always fun watching these guys race.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Alrighty, folks, you know the deal. It's that time of the race.
Congratulations to the winner from Pub Table Racers. My name is Warren Brissell. I've been in NASCAR for 20 plus years. Sitting next to me is...
My name's Tim Pack, but I'm involved in the short track industry and NASCAR for about 30 years. And we have a Facebook Live show every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. We're also on YouTube, Twitter. We have a website, pubtableracers.com. And we invite you to come check all that out.
Apple Podcast also.
Yep, we have all that too. And Warren, what's it like to be involved with this league?
We're very proud to be involved with this league. Congratulations again.
And congratulations to the winner as you pull in the Pub Table Racers victory lane.
Cheers.
And a big cheers from Warren and the guys over there. Go check their stuff out. We love and appreciate those guys very much. Nick Light celebrating here for the race win as he brings home the victory. Eric Schaefer in second, Joe Sanchez third as he runs the Dutch lap here. Charlie Harcum, Scott Feltz, Tony Kivett, Jacob Denson, Matt Punt, Cody Vaughn, Ken MacArthur, Colin Forster, Adam Aylshire, Cody Kinsey. Is Joseph out there in 14th? He started the race, but something must have happened there. And then two drivers didn't start. Of course, Doug, thank you for joining me in the broadcast booth. Thank you for being the good old race controller there. That was awfully wonderful of you. I appreciate that very much. And yeah, it's kind of nice. Kind of the way it works. Yeah, Drinkin Bros Racing. Table Racers. If we got somebody ready here. Bam. Good job, Nick, says Pauline. There you go. There it is. Alrighty. Well, the waiting room is not full, so that's kind of the way it works. Nick Lights is going to win it here, and he did a fantastic job. 7th win of the series. I can't ask for a much more clean race. Can ask for a few more drivers, so I think we should get some more drivers in here. Got to give Nick Lights some competition. And Schaefer. I mean, Schaefer had a dominant night all night long, so just all good things for everybody. I appreciate everybody out there. We're gonna get to opening some cards here for Maximus Sports Cards, and thank you to Pub Table Racers, all those guys. They've been doing quite a few interviews with the Earnhardt boys here lately. Here's Nick. There's your race winner, Nick Lights. Congratulations on the win here, buddy. It was a dominant, true form of fashion, 7th win of the season. And you and Schaefer there had a good battle, but you stayed a little bit longer and was able to keep that lead after the last green flag pit cycle. Kind of run us through your race and what happened there, man.
Yeah, I knew he pitted early there on that last pit cycle, so I had to get pit road as soon as possible. But I noticed that he was running that run before. He would run a little harder at the beginning of the run and then start to fade. But he did a fantastic job. Really proud of him with that. And just everybody. Dover's a fun racetrack.
Dover's one of my favorite. Yeah, it's one of my favorite racetracks on any of the vehicles, and yeah, it does get tight. For first like 5 laps, you feel like it's going to break out from you, and then it just gets real tight on corner entrance and corner exit.
Yeah, that first run, I know my right front tire was almost flat. It was like 15% tread left. So
well,
it was crazy, but
I call you the qualifying driver. Every lap for you is a qualifying lap. That's what I call you, and it's all a true testament to your driving style and how you do it. And if I see you have a 5-second gap, it seems like you've got it figured out. And then unless barring like a catastrophe, I see you win it. So. But man, I tell you what, fantastic season for you, 7 wins. I've been watching steadily as your iRating's increasing too, and the service is you're really starting to dominate it.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun this year, and hope I continue this to the championship run and maybe do something else next year with you guys.
Oh, for sure, man. We're gonna have we got our second season coming up here in a couple of. Actually 6-7 weeks, something like that. Then next season we'll have or next year we'll have our we'll restart the big seasons and all that stuff again. But you're getting a lot of compliments. Kelly Poynor says awesome job to you out there. Pauline, of course, says good job, Nick, and and of course our hats off to you. Give you shout outs out there, my friend. I appreciate you.
Thank you, everybody watching. It's a lot of fun doing this, and thanks, Mom, for watching. I love you.
Thanks, Mom. We love you, Mom. we love the moms. That's what we all love, the moms. Doug, anything for our winner here?
Yeah, as we were approaching the end of Doug's signature podcast, out of curiosity, when you were approaching that 5-car towards the end of the race, going about 3, 4, 5 laps to go, we could see that you were starting to try to trail him in. Out of curiosity, were you actively trying to pass him, or were you just thinking at that point, you know what, I have a 10-second lead gap, forget this, I don't need to worry about it anymore, I'm just going to let it go? Or were you actually trying to run him down and get one more car lap down?
I was trying to run him down and get another lap down. I was charging late into the corners and really trying to put him a lap down.
It definitely looked like you were about to do that for sure, but definitely a good win.
Yeah.
Strong lead the entire race. Way to go.
Thank you.
It was a great race. Congrats, Nick, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Cool. Yep. Sounds good. Thank you, guys.
You too. Nick Light's your race winner here, and there he is. There's the other guy. This guy right here, fast all race long, fastest lap of the race, 22.97 for you here on My Relative. Dude, you were subpar 23s. Came in, tried to do something different early there, and he still had a strong night all night.
Yeah, I tried to short pit Nick because I thought maybe I'd get out of him and get a little bit of an advantage, and I ended up pitting too early and having too many laps on my tires to be able to catch him. So I just started riding after that, and I knew I had second pretty well locked up. So I just started riding. I knew the beginning of the race when I was following Joe and Nick and Colin, just having to use a lot of brakes. They were running significantly slower than me, so I ended up getting around to Joe, and I was like, all right. I just went towards the front.
And I tell you what, man, you figured something out here. Consistent. Whenever Schaefer's on a tear, folks out there, you see him be able to just kind of work his way around a car, no matter what side it is, and that's when you know Schaefer's enjoying the groove. So that's what I saw out of it. You got Jim out there saying great job to you. Kelly again says great run, Mr. Schaefer, and man, you had a good run, man. I really enjoyed watching you drive here. And it seemed like folks were out there, of course they joke about your blinker fluid and just giving a lot of fun with that. But it seems like from our point of view, traffic is where you blink, like when there's more than 5 cars around you.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Because I watched you for a solid, I want to say 8 minutes, and you didn't blink. And then when you started approaching 3 or 4, 5 cars, like lap traffic, or when you guys were coming in and off pit road, that's when I saw it. So, little word to the wise. Schaefer can see everybody, just so you know. So he tries to do his really. It's what was it on your truck? Is that what it's on?
This is don't worry. I know I'm blinking.
I can see you.
Still see you.
Anyway, Aaron Schaefer, one of the admins over here at Signature Esports, buddy. I appreciate all that you've done for us over here, and you had a hell of a drive off tonight.
Yeah, thank you, man. It really helped earlier. Me, Tony, and Joe, and Brandon Banks all got into a practice session earlier today, and I learned a lot. So I put that forth to running tonight. So it helped out a lot.
And you've done a hell of a job of you've been another driver that I've watched increase over especially over the last year, getting to know you and watching your skill improve and watching how you're taming officials and stuff like that. I mean the knowledge and know how to get into one of these simulators and to be able to do things like that's been pretty amazing. Doug, anything for Mr. Schaefer?
Yeah, Doug with the Signature Podcast again. Yeah, out of curiosity, as you're running around these tracks and you're having to deal with the lap traffic, especially when you're dealing with a teammate or anything like that. I know that for a while there, it was really looking like possibly Joe Sanchez was possibly going to catch you there. Was there a lot more communication between you guys as a team trying to figure out how are you going to navigate around these lap cars that you guys are approaching, or what exactly is going on inside of the car as you're approaching these lap cars?
Yeah, when we're actually in the Discord together, we're talking about, like, for instance, when I came up on Tony, he was like, "Do you want to go?" I'll just side. But when it was me and Joe, since we were battling for position, we fought it out between ourselves. I mean, originally when he was in third and I was in fourth, he was like, "I'm gonna give it 2 more laps to try to get around Colin," and he just said, "Just go ahead and go." And that's when ended up Colin hit the wall and let me and Joe both go. But no, figuring out the lap cars, man, that comes from experience and actually really racing. My biggest thing in real life is be patient, and you'll always see them make a mistake. And as soon as see them make a mistake and slide up a little bit, that's when I pounce and take my affirmative action and just go around them.
And that's exactly what's on the back of this one. So it was a great race, man. You did phenomenal, and being able to be patient is a big key here, and we see that a lot, folks. Or when I think I say it every race, patience is key. Patience is key. Getting the race going, and then figuring out where you need to be after the race is going. And what I mean going, but like in a groove, getting yourself worked into the line, and having that habit of turning, because repetition, muscle memory in these cars are a big factor.
Yeah, it is. That's one reason I love these cars so much, man. Because you actually have to drive these cars. They're not like the Cup car where you can keep them wide open a lot. You actually have to use your foot or actually use both feet to drive these cars a lot. Like tonight, a lot of people wouldn't realize it, but we're actually using a lot of brake going into these corners.
You can hear that car pretty much die when it gets into the corner. So that's exactly what I heard out of it and what I saw out of it. All right, Shafe, my man, congratulations, P2 finish for you here, and I give you shout outs out there. I know you got a lot to give.
I appreciate it. Shout out to all the boys on Drinkin Bros. Like I said, we've been putting in a lot of effort lately between all of us, trying to get old Thumb Skinzy a little bit better with the controller over there. But no, just shout out to everybody. Like, thanks to my dad and my brother watching the stream earlier, and shout out to Nick for winning another one, I guess.
His 7th win in the series.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna have something for him tonight, but I didn't.
You were close. And that was what I was trying to figure it out, because when you on the last pit cycle, you had 4 lap better tires, and you were catching him towards the end of that run.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, man, he's gonna have to do something. He's either gonna have to come in with Nick, or because you were better at saving tires on the long run. If you were to look at your lap times consistently on the same lap cycle that you guys were on, your saving was better. It just seemed like they're just that short pit. I would have probably done the same thing though, like short pit to try to make up that 2.5 seconds, because it was like 3 seconds that you had different whenever you came into pit road. I was like, that's a good move. That's probably what I would have done as well.
I almost lost it when me and him came into the pits together. I was like 2.5 behind him and went into the pits. I was only a second behind him, but I almost got a speeding penalty. I was locked up sideways coming in there trying to get everything.
Hey, that's the way it works. I do it.
Yeah.
I did it in the trucks, not trucks, the Cup cars earlier when I was doing Atlanta. I locked it up, and I mean, I was close. I probably should have gotten a speeding penalty, but it didn't give it to me. So, all right, Shafe, congrats on a P2 finish here, man. And you don't even have to review anything. It's kind of nice.
Yeah, green flag all the way, brother. I appreciate it.
You too, man. Eric Schaefer comes home second, and much love, much appreciation to him. Doug, thank you very much for joining me in the booth. I know that sometimes gets a little bit boring out there, being the race controller, just watching the race. That's what I do. I sit here and I watch a race, and I call it the best way that I can. Joe Sanchez, of course, your 3rd place finisher. We call him I can't remember what Calvin Klein model or something like that. And but Nick Lights is your race winner. Thank you to everybody out there tuning in. Doug, I'm gonna go open some cards, brother.
Yep, sounds good.
All right, folks. Thank you for everything. We're back streaming on all the platforms: Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. So make sure that you follow us out there on all 3. The more that you do, the more that you comment, the more that you do to get yourself into the swing of things, the better off we are. So much appreciation to each and every one of you. We will see you tomorrow night for the signature eNASCAR Cup Series. I will see you here in just a little bit as I get everything set up. Oh, Joe is there now. Where's Joe? Joe is not there. He's not in the waiting room. He was there, but he's not there. Dang. That's okay. I got to end this. Joe, we'll talk to you again here in the next race. We will do that. We'll let you do your thing. Thank you to everybody out there. Oh, there's Joe. Hey, now you jumped in there. That's what we wanted. Joe, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Perfect. All right, now we get to talk to all 3. I wait I wait for everybody. I like talking to the top 3. It's the best. All right. Schaefer had a different strategy. You had just to get out there and drive strategy. At least that's what it looked from my point of view. Just kind of walk us through this race. I mean, Dover is a very fast track in these cars. I mean, the lap times show that. And being able to be consistent here, the tire fall off. Just walk us through the race. You're very analytical about your race, so kind of walk us through what you were doing.
Dover's usually one of my better tracks, but tonight was just a little bit of an off night. Car was just very, very, very tight, even right from the get-go. So I had to kind of change a little bit of my driving style. Didn't really figure it out till the second round of pit stops. But once the rubber got laid down, you really couldn't do. It was a one groove racetrack, and kind of had to wait till someone made a mistake. But we got pretty spread out there, so there wasn't really much to do. Just trying to run a consistent lap time, and try not to fall too far behind. But ultimately, I kept falling further and further behind. I couldn't make up the ground. And once Nick kind of pulled away, I was just trying to hold my ground there. So he had a dominating night. So there's just nobody had the speed for him.
And that's something I wanted to talk about too. Clean air to dirty air at Dover. Is it a big difference?
Not so much as I thought it was going to be. You did get a little bit tighter behind someone, but not like you would at a 1.5 mile track. But like I said, it was a really one groove racetrack. Try to back up your corners, get the run off the corner to pass someone. That was really your passing opportunities, or just wait for someone to make a mistake. But the clean air, I don't think really made much of a difference. But it definitely helps a little bit.
A clean drive
at least
line.
the leader.
A clean drive
exactly.
line for sure. Lap traffic a little difficult to get around tonight. You were talking about being able to trying being the one groove track, trying to pass folks, but different. Just having that different strategy is sometimes helpful in getting yourself in the position that you were. Nick said he was trying to pass you. He was trying to pass you. He was trying to catch up to you to put you a lap down. Were you trying to be like, no?
Yeah. I saw him slowly gaining on me there, and I made a comment to him right when we got into turn 3 when he was coming to get the checker. I was getting the way. I'm like, hey, you're not lapping me today, and he's like, I've been trying for the past 10 laps to catch you. But yeah, I was just at that point, I just wanted to finish on the lead lap, complete all the laps, and I'll take obviously a top 3, especially since a couple people in front of me in the points, one didn't make it and another one had a bad run. So, gain a little points on that.
For sure. Well, you did a hell of a job, man. All right, give you shout outs out there. I appreciate you for running, getting out there and running 200 laps around this track.
Yeah, actually, my arms are pretty sore after that with no cautions. I feel the guys who do the 500 laps at Bristol and stuff. It's definitely exhausting. But yeah, shout out to you guys for putting this on, all the admins and everyone who makes this league possible every week. We got a lot of people who run these 3 series, so it's great to see everybody out here each and every week.
Absolutely, Joe. I will see you here in a couple of weeks because you're not running tomorrow, are you?
Correct. Yeah,
that's right.
It doesn't fit in my scheduling, but definitely like to see those guys running tomorrow. The Cup cars are a lot of fun here. They slide around a little bit more than the Xfinity cars.
Yeah, well, I expect to see a few more wrecks tomorrow than what we saw today. So, and getting into pit road. Oh, secret to getting to pit road here. Yeah, there's one.
Secret to getting to pit road is actually trying not to get into pit road too hard. On a typical 1.5 mile track, you want to gain as much time as you can getting into pit road, but you're actually a little bit better off, taking it a little easier getting in. The apron is so slick, especially after like a 50 or 60 lap run when your tires are in the 20s and 30s of percentages. But we saw a couple people hit the water barrels trying to get in, so getting an easier on to pit road. I was losing a little bit of time there, but I rather get in without a speeding penalty than have to come back in and lose probably 2 laps.
Yeah, 45 seconds is the hold for speeding here at Dover, and that's a long time to wait. Whenever if you get in there, it was 45 miles an hour. That's to go from 145, 150 miles an hour down to 45 in a very, very sharp, not only inclined turn, but you're talking about at 50 laps on your tires, makes those things look like glass. But
Yep.
for sure. All right, my man. Well, thank you for the insight. We appreciate you, and we will look forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks after I get back from all the crap that I have to do next week.
Thanks, guys.
You too. Joe Sanchez third, and a good little race for him there. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Enjoyed watching everything that happened and transpired tonight. Nick Lights wins again, and I don't say that with any disdain, folks. He is a phenomenal driver, and I do talk about him being one of those drivers that does have it does have the skill necessary to do so. And just remember that we absolutely enjoy seeing you guys out there as well. Give us a follow on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Pub Table Racers, Victory Lane, Maximus Sports Cards, KPTV, PhilHab, GreenManGaming. We have an affiliate code on our website, or on our website, on our Facebook page. You can find. There's also in the description there. So make sure you use that. I'm glad to be a brand ambassador for folks out there. And reminder that if you want to be a part of us, just got to get a hold of us. We love you. We appreciate you. And of course, and always, thank you, Doug.
Definitely, Jason. It's been a blast.
And there it is. You didn't get to watch him burn it down, so we're going to let you watch him burn it down for a second. And as I always say, have a good afternoon. If I don't see you, have a good afternoon, good evening, and of course, a good morning.